When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Clemson's offense will go on the attack first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you...
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And this offense comes up first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
Backed up in their own end, a quick hitter might work. Finds his man down the middle. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Kick is in the air. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. So the Boston College Eagles offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Off the RPO, complete. They knock him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain, and it's a 1st down for Boston College. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl, but knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this? And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. On the move, it's Richard. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Caught over the middle. It's Bond.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
He'll go to the sneak. The Golden Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's James. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying play action. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Boston College will try to get it in on a first and goal. Trying to barge in. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the D deny them on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wants to change this route. Trying to get the corner. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
He'll pull it down and run. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. Clemson set up with another first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Get it out on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So an 82-yard drive there. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Got it behind the line. It's Wilkins. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Golden Eagles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the gun, running back gets the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Got a man. It's Richard. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Golden Eagles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's James. Makes the grab. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. BC back to work after picking up the first down. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Franklin. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Here's the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Number 25, on to kick it away.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Past the first down marker and still running. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line in the running game, making its presence felt. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll give it to him again. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. To the air, it's Klubnik. Throws to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Got it set up on the outside. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Off play action. Rush is on him. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it and now...
Turning it on! And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Yeah, and you could see the running back, man. He was smelling the end zone. Nice cuts, nice job getting all the way down the field. And he gets so good.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Leaves it with the running back. Fights off a defender. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's James. Makes the catch. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Golden Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilkins. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellas in the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage. Right now, they got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Quarterback moving. He'll try to do it. Breaks into the open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He might want another play. Toss to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Lost, the defense is wide open. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
The offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Clemson. And they turn it into a defensive score. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's James. Got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Boston College wants to play fast. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Franklin. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Richard. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Golden Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. To the air on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Dropping back, it's James. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Good, right down the boulevard. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
The give to the back. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Williams. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been...
Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw, it's James. Trying to set up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Bond.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Needs it to keep this drive alive.
And 4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got him.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Offense changing the play. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. Well,
can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Illinois has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 21 to Ohio State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Using his legs, it's Richard. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass, it's James. Got his man. On the move at the 30. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right on the money. There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They run the reverse. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. And the Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Richard. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. If that running back wore a half-size bigger shoe, that's an incomplete pass, but he got a foot down.
He got it down. Nice body control, and you see so many running backs work with right.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Moving away from pressure. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. They'll run the screen. Find some fresh air. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'll run play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. Turning it on.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Beckett. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job, big fella. You make a catch, you're a viable target for your quarterback, and gain a couple yards.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to throw it again. Finds his big tight end. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Quarterback making checks. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Slings it downfield. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. You're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Strong, firm tackle.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. With the catch, it's Moore. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 45 on his way. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
The Golden Eagles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
First and goal now. Let's see what Boston College calls. Wants to go up top. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Gets the back moving. To the air on second down. Trying to barrel in.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead.
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. And man, they're taking advantage right now.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Got room on the return. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Eagles.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking...
Breaks into the open. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Zings it complete to the right. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. To the air, it's Klubnik. Throws to the wideout. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9. So now it's second and long.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. After this, it'll be a wrap. Might be changing the route. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.